वेलकम बैक जनाब। तजिंदर सिविया साहिबा हमारी लॉयर यहाँ पे हैं, मेरे साथ हैं। एंड जैसा मैंने पहले कहा, शी इज़ वेरी टैलेंटेड लॉयर। फैमिली लॉ को, विल्स को, पावर ऑफ अटर्नीज़ को इनके ऑफिस में ही, यानी शी स्पेशलाइजेज इन फैमिली लॉ, मगर ऑन टॉप ऑफ दैट इनके ऑफिस में ज़ाहिर रियल एस्टेट इज़ अ वेरी कॉमन field here, so you have some other lawyer who deals with real estate.
Yes.
We were talking about family law. Now, for the family law, I have seen very many families and it's very strange कि 30 साल की companionship के बाद families break.
Yes.
You touched one very important topic, and I wish if you can elaborate that sometimes before marriage, parents do contracts, or what is that and how that can be done, if you can explain it.
So like your mom or dad wants to give you say $50,000 to start your new life with your spouse, you can make a contract with your spouse to be कि जो वो $50,000 is something that I'm bringing into the marriage. It's separate and apart. It's provided to me by my parents as a gift. If we have a breakdown in our marriage, it would be excluded from the net family property.
You know what? मैं ये समझती हूँ कि मैं अपने बेटे की जिस दिन शादी करूँगी, तो I would mean कि मेरे बेटे ने शादी करनी है, एक दफ़ा शादी करनी है, उसने पूरी ज़िंदगी गुजारनी है. तो अगर मैं ये, I'm so sorry, but I want to learn from you. मगर ज़ाहिर है मेरी हर चीज़ मेरे बेटे के लिए है. तो मैं अगर ये कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करूँगी तो इसका मतलब है कि something is fishy in my mind.
It depends, right? Like for example, I had one girl that came to me. She's a doctor. She's in her 30s. She was getting married. Now, being a doctor, she has lots of money, I guess, and she's also supporting her parents. The house that she lives in is under her parents' name, and the house that her parents live in is under her name. So just mortgage qualifications, or that's how they have it. Now she helps her parents on a monthly basis, and she came to me to make a contract for the specific purpose of clarifying कि वो property जो मेरे नाम पर है वहाँ पर मेरे parents रहते हैं, and that property is specifically for them. So if anything happens in my life, then I want that property excluded from our equalization.
This means whatever she or he has before marriage is
what they bring
not
into
touchable.
the marriage. Yes.
Not touchable.
Yes. So they've already contracted on those issues.
So यहाँ से होगा कि after marriage whatever they make, that is 50-50.
Yeah. Yes.
चलिए ये भी बात हो गई. बाज़ औक़ात तमाम अब इसके बावजूद फैमिलीज टूट भी जाती हैं, बच्चे भी होते हैं. एंड आई वाज लिसनिंग योर एड. दिस इज़ बड़ी टची एड आपने बनाई कि सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ हमारे बच्चे.
Yeah, no, for sure they are. I have children, you have children, we know the importance of them.
Now, if family breaks, how things work?
It's very hard, so especially when there are children, because you're emotionally not there. I don't know what the breakdown of the marriage could be, but obviously there's issues between the husband and wife. You have to set those issues aside and think about the children. जो हमारे courts have family law के, they're very children oriented. Every decision is made in the best interest of the child. So everybody asks me, custody किसको मिलेगी? It will go to the person who can best take care of the child and what's in the best interest of the children. Not कि पैसे ज़्यादा किसको ले है. Who has been taking care of the children? Who has been the primary caregiver? And unfortunately, in those situations, mostly the mother is the one that's been staying home, that's been taking care of the children, taking them to the doctors. She knows, okay, this time they go to sleep, this is what they eat, this is their habits. So that's why women do tend to get custody of the children. Now, I have a lot of male clients where it's heartbreaking to them because it's their children as well. And we can draft agreements between the parties. Okay, how are we going to take care of these children? So we can make a parenting plan. On, say, every alternate weekend, they will go to the father, they will spend time with the father. Maybe they'll spend overnights or the whole weekend with the father. Agar school function hai, notification will go to the father. They can attend together. So every little detail that we can specify so that in the future, the parents are not arguing and the children are not stuck in the middle, we try to do that.
यानी अगर माँ और बाप में आर्ग्यूमेंट हो गया तो दिस मीन के वो कहते हैं ना, हमारे यहाँ ये कहा करते थे कि अगर घर में बीमारी आ जाए तो रहता पैसा इंसान का जाता रहता है. चलिए, हेल्थ सिस्टम अच्छा है यहाँ पे, या अगर के कोर्ट कचहरियाँ भी आ जाए तो भी बड़ी ज़बरदस्त इससे भी चोट लगती है. तो अब एक तो फैमिली टूट गई.
Yeah.
How long these procedures go on or these cases go on, and lawyer की फीस से मिला के, यानी how does it work?
So it's very complicated when you have children, when you have property, when you have assets, because it depends on the parties. Agar your spouse is going to argue for you on every little thing, the process is going to be much longer, right? If you can come together, like I always say, before we go to court, let's have a 4-way meeting. Let's sit down, both of the parties, both lawyers, and see which issues do you agree on. Do you agree on your house? How are you going to split it? Are you going to sell it? Is one person going to keep it? On your children's issues, are you already in agreement? Okay, how are you going to manage them? Because anything that you can agree on is something that we don't have to fight about in court. Saves you cost, it saves you headache, and it helps resolve your problems faster. When we go to court, you file your initial application, but the first court date is a case conference. So wahan par judge hota hai, both parties are there and their lawyers are there. And we break down what are the issues. The judge is there to give his opinion on the issues based on the facts that are before him. So he's going to look at the briefs that we submitted and he's going to say, on the issue of custody, I think that the mother might get custody because of these reasons. He will not make an order at that time. He will tell you to sit down with your lawyers and see if you can come up to an agreement. And if you get stuck somewhere, he's still there in the building. You can come back into the courtroom and he can render an opinion on that. And it's up to you whether or not you want to respect the judge's opinion or you want to proceed to the next step. And even when you go to the next step, there's a settlement conference. And then the judge tries again to help you understand the law. Sometimes our clients don't want to listen to us and the judge says it and they're like, oh, okay, right? So, it's very oriented towards settlement. The judges want you to sit down, want you to look at the best interest of your child and try to resolve it. If you can't, then they do have motions. There is trial. You can go to trial. Even when you go to trial on issues that you cannot agree on. So if you agree on, say, custody, then that's fine. Then you'll go on to trial for the money issue. So anything that you can resolve, it's always a good thing. It'll save you cost, time, money.
कितना अर्सा लगता है अगर ये ऐसा डिस्प्यूट आता है फैमिली लॉ का? How long it takes?
It depends. If everybody is in agreement, it can be done in about a year. If they're not, then you're going from court date to court date. And I've seen court cases take 2 years. And even after 2 years, they come back to the table and they're ready to settle.
What's your experience normally? All these cases been decided or settled in the court or arbitration में भी कुछ हो जाते हैं?
No, arbitration, a lot of them get settled then. There's mediation services where a third party comes together with the lawyers to help with some of the issues. And very rarely do cases go to trial because it's very costly to prep for trial, to go to trial, to spend many days in court.
So you must have studied Islam as well because you must have very many Muslim cases.
Yes, yes.
Tajinder Sivia ji मेरे साथ हैं. Tajinder ji, your office is in Mississauga Airport and Delhi के ऊपर आपका.
No, we moved. We're now on Albion and 27 in Rexdale.
Albion in Rexdale.
Yes.
अच्छा, चलिए ठीक है. लॉयर के पास जब हम आते हैं तो बाज़ औक़ात we want to meet before we come to the lawyer. वो consultation की क्या सूरत हाल है?
So it's free of cost. We have the party. We say जिसका dispute है वो हमारे पास आए. Sometimes family members come, but I need that person to come. I need them to see me. We go through their issues. I take a look at their overall case. If it seems to me like sometimes I have people, they had a fight on Saturday and they come see me on Monday, and I say, cool down. It's only been 2 days, I don't think you need a lawyer yet. And in those circumstances, I tell them, I think it's better, take some time, right? In other situations, people are coming to me when they've already started a case, they're already with a lawyer, they're not happy. So I like to meet them for at least first half hour, free of charge, and analyze their case and see if there's something that, they can resolve on their own or whether they need lawyers' help.
बच्चे बहुत सफ़र करते होंगे.
Yeah. No, it is. It's hard, especially when parents don't get along and they can't, decide, right? Because the children want to see both parents.
What do you think, if you look at the statistics, do you think there is a rise in family, these laws, these cases?
Yeah, there's definitely a rise in family law cases. And it varies, right? आपने कहा था 30 साल बाद marriages are breaking down, and they are breaking down because I have older couples come to me and they say, our children are older now. Why do I need to, be in this situation? They go, my children have children. Now I want to live my life how I want to live it. So definitely there is an increase. New younger couples also breaking down in marriages earlier on. And maybe it is because there's less patience in people. Older couples are breaking down their marriages because now they want to focus on themselves. Their children are grown up and they've had enough.
Tajinder ji, I understand this is your profession and you're doing it very good. Everybody says good about you, and I'm very pleased and I'm very happy and I'm thankful that you are here today. Magar ek advice dete jaye. I feel क्या वजह है कि ये जो breakdowns को control किया जा सकता है? कोई एक tip देके जाए.
I think it could be other family members' interferences in your life and lack of communication. I think agar you have a problem with your spouse, I think you should sit down and talk to them maybe the next day, because I think a lot of issues can be resolved just by speaking to your partner and telling them how you feel. Instead of keeping it inside of yourself, right, and not discussing it. Because communication, I think, is the key to any relationship. And a lot of issues could be resolved if they just sat down and communicated.
Thank you very kindly. And Tajinder, Sivia ji, what a wonderful person. Magar, being a mother, मैं तो सिर्फ इतना कहती हूँ कि थोड़ी सी patience. एक ज़माना था कि बच्चों में अगर कभी प्रॉब्लम हुआ करती थी तो माँ बाप बैठ के बड़ों को शामिल करने के बाद मसाइल को हल करने की सोच मैं कहती हूँ प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं होती, दीज आर चैलेंजेस, और उनसे निमटना कैसे है उस वक्त कूल हेडेड. हमारे बल्कि रिलीजन में भी एक आज गुस्सा आया आपको तो ठंडा पानी पियो, खड़े हो तो बैठ जाओ, बैठे हो तो लेट जाओ, ठंडे पानी का एक और ग्लास पियो. खुदा करे कि जब बच्चे हो जाते हैं तो हम उन बच्चों की संभाल की खातिर अपने में थोड़ी पेशेंस पैदा करें. मगर वी आर वेरी हैप्पी कि इस मुल्क में लॉयर्स भी मौजूद हैं. अगर कभी प्रॉब्लम आई जाती है तो उनको सॉल्व भी किया जा सकता है. स्टे ट्यून्ड, विल कम बैक आफ्टर अ ब्रेक. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
थैंक यू आफर जी.